Everybody, and welcome to She Shaves with your host Jill. Ding 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 ding. Yep, I'm Jill. And today I'm going to be continuing with what I've been calling my Van Yulay and Vintage series. Van Yulay being the vendor in the soaps and products that samples that she sent me. Tonight's shave is going to be with her Tabaco Polvoron. And it is a tobacco, almond, honey, and vanilla flavored scents. So that is the soap I'm going to be using. Well, actually, it's not a soap, it's not a cream, it's a crope. So it's very soft, it's not hard, but it's not really soft like a cream. And in my last video, if you saw that, I talked about the vintage Gillette razors I have, and the Tech razors, specifically the Balm Tech razors. And I used the American one last night, which is dated 1948 to 1951. There's no date code on them, but that's the year that they didn't put date codes on them. They had date codes prior to that and after that. And this particular one, this is going to be a showdown between the Brits and the Americans. This is the British-made version, and it is a 1952. It does have a date code of X1 on it. Now, this particular tech is very light compared to the one I used in my last video. And it also is a three-piece razor. Let me take that apart. The handle, we're used to that. There is no let's see, this is where it says made in England on the base plate. I don't know if you can see that. And then the date code is on the back, and that's really hard to see. I don't think you're going to be able to pick it up. So in any case, it's a three-piece razor, and the blade I'm going to use, again, is a vintage Gillette blade that I've been using. This is on its third use, and that is the Gillette Super Stainless Steel blade. And this one is from 1986, and it is called the Spoiler. Now, this is a very, very long-lasting blade, and it's been great performer so far. I got it off on eBay. So let's load this blade in here. Put that on the bottom cap. And what I like about these razors is it's very simple. It's got the 4 tabs on the end and the center post that hold it in. And I've never, knock on wood, I've never had to readjust the alignment on this, because they made them good back then. Let's see who's going to win. England versus America, where we're celebrating Thanksgiving today, and I hope you all had a great one. And let me check and see if that's balanced right. Oh, you know what? It just made a liar out of me. I do have to do a slight adjustment. All right, so that's all ready to go. And the other vintage thing, of course, we already know is me. So let's get going. What I'm going to use to lather up this Tabaco Polvoron is my Fine Accoutrements Angel Hair Brush. It is a 24 millimeter. I love that it has such a short loft on it. It really is a performer for me, and it's one of my favorite synthetic brushes because it works so well. Now, there's no special prep that we have to do on this other than dipping it in the hot water, so we can get a nice hot lather going up here. I'm not going to be doing a bowl lather, but I'm going to be loading it out of a bowl. And I took some of the sample and pressed it down into my French onion soup bowl, which comes in real handy for a lathering bowl. So I'm shaking off the excess. Oh, hold on a minute. I gotta re-wet my face. Duh. I did prep my face. You know, I do 3 minutes of a hot washcloth on my face ahead of time. So I'm going to add more water right now because I've been jibber-jabbing getting ready for the video. And I am going to use a pre-shave soap. This one's getting small. It's my Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements cube. And if you have the cube and haven't ordered one yet, they have this really nice docking station that you can lay it on. It's great. I really like the docking station. You can buy the soap alone, or you can buy the docking station alone, or you can buy it as a pair. So let's put that pre-shave on. So hope you guys all had a safe and sane Thanksgiving. I think every family has one jackpot loser in their family. You know, Uncle Russell, that makes a nuisance of himself. I was here just with my cats, and you know I've been sick. I am on the recuperation road. My medicines are really helping me, and thank you everybody for your well wishes for that. I probably won't get the results for my chest x-ray until, I don't know if my doctor's open tomorrow. He's definitely not open Saturday or Sunday. But if there's anything urgent, the hospital will call him and let him know. But I'm anticipating that I hopefully don't have to go into the hospital. My niece had her MRI, and she won't get her results until probably tomorrow. Her neurosurgeon will get it. So now back to starting up this lather. Let me get some more soap in there and wring out my brush. And let's get lathering. Hopefully I can keep this shave short and just do as few passes as possible. Okay, time to introduce more water into the brush because it's pasty. And even more water. Clink, clink, clink. I know, it's annoying, isn't it? It's starting to get there. And let's introduce just a little bit more water. I'm going to get a heavy load on this. Okay, I think that is loaded quite heavy. Wouldn't you think so? Yeah, definitely. Let's use some of this Pro Lather. Don't waste that. Rinse my hand. Let's get going. I'll start it off a little pasty. And add more hydration to it. Okay, a little bit more water here. Paint that on. Definitely yogurt consistency. This soap is very easy to break. Now, I've seen some other reviewers say that Van Yulay can take a lot of water, but I have not found that to be the case. In fact, when I was shaving my legs one time with it, it was so easy for me to break the lather and it wouldn't perform on second and third passes. But I think I've got her soap dialed in now. Okay, let's clear this knot track, clear the lips, and start shaving with this Tabaco Polvoron. All right, I'm gonna start on my left side. Let's be different. I'm different. Everybody knows I'm different. I need to practice with my left hand, as I mentioned, so I can use my shavettes. Let's have a feel. Okay, down to the trouble area here. This blade is smooth. And let's move to the right. Move to your left, move to your right. Sit down, stand, bite, bite, bite. So who do you think's going to win, the British razor or the American-made one? And does anybody own this particular era tech razor from Gillette? Okay, let me feel what we got going here. And I'm just going to go over a little bit. Now this has a little bit more overhang than the American-made one had, but it's not a lot. Okay, that's okay for a first pass. I'm not going to overshave. And let me rinse this off. I'll be right back. Do not go away. Do not touch that dial. Okay. Oop, my brushes handle is full of it. Okie dokie. Second lathering. Yeah, I got that dialed in. Okay. Clear the snot track. And the lips. Ready? Let's warm that lovely English Gillette razor. And I'm going to start on the right side this time. Get the peach fuzzes up here. Very easy to get under the nose. Ooh, I almost caught my nose. I felt that. And the left side. I'm going to keep with my right hand though. This This is a pretty mild razor. It's not overly aggressive, but right now I'm having an issue. I am feeling a tingling and a burning, and I don't like that. Not one bit. I was so hoping that wouldn't happen tonight. But I have to be honest, right? I'm not going to bullshit you guys. Because if I start bullshitting people and blowing hot air up their pants, saying that products are like absolutely 100% awesome forever and ever, everybody should have 50 of them, I wouldn't be honoring my integrity. But I am getting a burning sensation, and it's increasing. Uh-oh. So I'm going to try to speed this up. Oh, it's getting worse. Damn. I so did not want this to happen. Now, Monica uses strong fragrances and a lot of oils and stuff, essential oils or whatever, and that might be causing the problem. I don't know. But the only other soaps I've had reactions to is Tobe's Taylor Bond Street Sandalwood, because it has that one ingredient that a lot of people are allergic to. And I got hives from that. And I was sore and red and burny for 3 days after that. So I'm going to, oh, this is burning. I won't be using any aftershaves that I have here of hers, for fear that it'll only worsen. So, damn, I did not want this to happen. Let's work on my problem areas. I don't know why I put the soap all over my whole face, knowing it burns when I'm only going to be shaving a certain portion of it this time around. Oh, my lips all red. So what are your thoughts? Should a reviewer, like what I'm doing, be honest and tell you about this? What are your thoughts on that? Oh, gotta get this off of here. Hold on a second. I gotta wipe this off. Oh, man. Oh, Oh my God, my face is lit up. All right. So I'm almost BBS, so let me grab some soap from the bowl. I am so sorry, Monica, that I had this result, because I'm getting a good shave. But at what expense? Okay, guys, I gotta call that a wrap. Can't do any more of that. So bear with me. I'm gonna take the soap off, do a hot water rinse, and then a very cold water rinse. So bear with me here. I had a live vaping show. I'm sure the majority of you know what vaping is, electronic cigarettes. and I'm quite the hobbyist there. And I had a live vaping show for 3 years. And I had a lot of sponsors that gave away great prizes. I mean, I had every week, I went on for 3 hours. My shows were 3 hours long. And I would review products, mods, and e-juices, and rebuildable atomizers, rebuildable tank atomizers, just anything vape related. And I kept my integrity. I never, ever would say, oh, this is the next best device. You really need to buy this. Get it from, and I wouldn't sell my soul. If it was shit, it was shit. And I told people that. So I can't be anything but honest. I did get a good shave. Now, did the Gillette win from England? Well, you know what? I hate to tell you this, guys, but my viewers over in Europe are going to say hip, hip, hooray, because I didn't even finish a whole bunch of passes because it was too irritating. And I got a better shave tonight than I did yesterday. So, Gillette, Balm Tech, England, you win. So, like I said, I'm not going to use any of her aftershaves or balm. I'm going to use, let me put my glasses back on. Oh, God, this burns. I am going to be using this instead. I'm going to use Stirling for him. I have the aftershave splash here. Now, Stirling for him is inspired by Versace's Pour Homme, and it's very complex. It's a very complex scent, and it's very sexy. Now, I have no problem wearing scents that are so-called men's scents, because if you get the female version of it, there's just a few different tweaks in it. So who's kidding who? You know, there's not that much difference in scents that are made for men compared to women. So always make sure you shake that up so those ingredients are blended well. And let's get some in my hand. Oh my God. On that Bernie salt, that's killing me. Oh, but it feels good. Oh. I like Stirling's aftershave splashes because it's got great ingredients in it. So many of them have, shit for ingredients in their aftershave products, but this has denatured alcohol, witch hazel, fragrance oil, aloe, glycerin, and hydrobonds. So I'm also going to use the matching post-shave balm from Stirling Soap Company, and also shake that up. And that's probably even more than enough that I need. And I always rub it in and emulsify it and get it warm and blended. Oh, it feels good. Might as well put some on my arms while I'm at it. And my décolleté. All right, so that's it for that. Stirling for him. Now, he doesn't have it in stock right now because they consider it a summer scent, but he'll bring it back in the summer, just like there's some autumn and winter soaps that are available during those seasons, and then once that season passes, they take them off and put their, seasonal scents in. but I'm sure he'll keep it because it's a big seller. So let's recap what I did today. Unfortunately, this Tabaco Polvoron irritated my skin, but as far as the scent goes, it the tobacco wasn't that strong for me. Now the almond was, and the funny thing, and I smell the honey and everything, and the vanilla. Now the thing is about honey, some products, when honey is used, it tends to smell like cat piss, but the vanilla kind of balances that out, so I didn't get the cat piss type scent that you can get with some items. So I used that, and the vintage portion of my shave was the made in England Gillette Ball & Tech 1952 circa, and the blade I used was the Gillette Vintage Super Stainless The Spoiler from 1986. I used the, for pre-shave, I used the, slippery, the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Cube, and that was on the dock that I bought, made specifically for it. And for the post-shave, I used Stirling for him, and the Aftershave Splash, and the matching Aftershave Balm. So that's going to be a wrap-up. And I hope, like I said, I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. And I'm hoping to recuperate more, and hoping that everything gets resolved with my niece Marie's issue. So don't forget, hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you would. Here we go. And hit the ding dong to let you know when I have my next video up. So on that note, I will bid adieu. I will say good night, and I will say I love you. Please come again. Bye-bye, everybody.